Meghan McCain has been on a tear ever since she left The View. She's got a new position writing op-eds for the Daily Mail, which seems about right, honestly. And she also has a new audio memoir coming out called Bad Republican. Could have saved yourself one of those words. Anyway, in it, she is revealing some stuff about The View, some stuff about what she thinks about American politics. And I think, look, obviously I disagree with her on virtually everything. Kind of hate her guts. But I don't think that she's wrong about everything that she's gonna be saying here. So let's go through a few of the things that she reveals. So she says there's stuff that happens on The View that shouldn't be allowed. For whatever reason, there's a deep level of misogyny about the way The View is covered and written about in the media, where tabloids are always writing about the co-hosts hating each other backstage. So I don't think that she's necessarily wrong that there is a strain of misogyny to the recurring focus on that element of it. It is a group of women. People are predisposed with baked in misogyny to view them as being catty or whatever. And often there is a lot of media about that. But that said, like, they do seem to fight a lot more than The Five does, for instance. I mean, even she says, my take on the show is that working at The View brings out the worst in people. I believe that all the women in the staff are working under conditions where the culture is so effed up, it feels like quicksand. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because there's no high level oversight of the show from the network. And also, she has criticized the other hosts for being mean to her backstage. So she is to some extent doing the thing that she's criticizing. It doesn't make her criticism wrong, but she does seem to be playing into it. I don't know, what do you think?
I think anytime Meghan McCain talks, we should stop listening.
Yeah.
A broke clock is right twice a day too.
Yeah, okay, well, okay, I'm gonna follow that rule, but I wanna talk about one more thing because I think it's funny, not because it's important or substantive. I think it's funny. And Gary, it's been a while. Been a while since you've been here. There's not much left of my sanity. I need to take it while I can get it. So here's the thing that I want to say though. She said that the previous portrayal from Saturday Night Live from 2 years ago made her feel like she was the laughing stock of the country. She hated it. It was back in spring of 2019, and A.D. Bryant played her and mocked the fights that she would have with the other View co-hosts, and referred to herself as the Princess of Arizona. Which, look, whether you like SNL or not, I think that's pretty funny, and it is accurate. She 100% pitches her only real appeal being that she is a McCain. Like, that is how she presents herself. And by the way, SNL makes fun of everyone because SNL is a comedy show. That is what it does. They mock Obama, they mock Trump, they mock like Schiff, they mock everyone. And she herself had previously said that she thought it was hilarious. She tweeted saying that it was hilarious. It was a huge pop cultural honor to be talked about in SNL. She quoted it as her being the Princess of Arizona, but now it's unacceptable. It's laughing stock. It's all of that. Like, you're in the public eye, they could make fun of you. Like, Gary's gonna be in Congress eventually. I would love to see Gary pop up on SNL. Somebody be playing him, making fun of him.
If you saw all the memes and things that people have already made about me,
already
just get like tough skin. It comes with the territory. It's a part of what it is. Does it suck sometimes? Absolutely, right? Do people want to be made fun of? But I think that when you recognize that Saturday Night Live decided that you were worthy of roasting, you kind of made it. You kind of did something. And so wear that as a badge of honor if you want to, and use it to your advantage. But like trying to make hits at Saturday Night Live, it doesn't stick. That's the joke that doesn't land.
Yeah, and I would also say, just pragmatically, to give a little bit of advice to Meghan McCain, saying that you, like, making it clear that you're opposed to them making fun of you, seems to me like it might raise the odds that they'll do that again. Maybe this is reverse psychology. Maybe she's trying to get put back on it. I don't know.
Score media, and Trump only talks so that people talk about him. So maybe she's borrowing a memo from the guy she didn't like.
Yeah, and by the way, like, full disclosure, I'm obviously playing into that. I think it's fun to talk about, but I'm giving her what she wants to some extent. But anyway, yeah, like you don't be so. They made fun of John Oliver on SNL on Saturday, and I thought it was a pretty good impersonation. I should be so lucky that someday I'll get made fun of. You don't get to be so like when the only thing that has resulted in you having a steady stream of jobs that you are not in any clear resume sense qualified for is the fact that people know who you are. You don't as much get to be mad about the consequences of people knowing who you are. Like if there's misogyny or whatever, obviously that's wrong and you're allowed to have a problem with that. Simply being on SNL, man, have you seen the impersonation they do of AOC? Like I think it's a little bit slanted, but she's a public figure, so it comes with territory.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.